Well, we're on the trail out. Had an awesome 8 days of sheep hunting in a really tough area. And there are people that do this and go on their first trip and kill a ram, and that's great. But when we kill our first rams, like, it's gonna be quite the sense of accomplishment that we get knowing that, like, we started from scratch with this. Good. Loaded. Packs feel good. I think we're both, with rifles, optics, water, everything, we're both at about 70 pounds. That's like the summit right up there. We're dumping our gear here. We're just gonna zip over to that snow patch there and get ourselves some water, snow, and then come back to the packs and finish getting out of the top. We've had a leader roughly since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's like 6:30, so we're hurting. It's out for a little scout from camp. Well, we got some glassing in. Didn't turn anything up, but thunderstorms rolling our way, so we're gonna go get kind of situated in the tent. Well, you can see behind me there is quite the storm rolling in. We battened down the hatches at the tent, put everything in there. We're in our rain gear. It's just starting to rain, but there's lots of lightning, lots of thunder. So we're gonna head down the ridge a little bit and just kind of hunker down until the lightning passes, and then we'll head back up to the tent. But not really a great situation. I've never had a major electrical storm move over when I'm this high up in the mountains, so makes you a little uneasy. Hopefully it just blows over quick and we can get back to the tent. A lot of light. That was one of the gnarliest storms I think either of us have ever been through. We did get some water. We've already filtered some out, so looking at the bright side, forecast is calling for more tonight, but looks pretty clear, so hopefully it misses us or passes over, because that was pretty wild. There was like lightning strikes probably 400 or 500 yards away, like right in front of us while we were sitting there in the rain. But I think it was a good idea for us to get away from the tent and get into the rocks. Kind of sheltered us a bit, and the wind was insane. I'm surprised the tent was still here. But some good news, we actually found a bunch of sheep. I think There's at least a dozen there. It's not great light because it's getting on in the evening here. We think that those sheep were probably lambs and ewes. Once we watched them for a little longer, you could kind of see some smaller bodies in there, and they ended up getting on the skyline, and it did not look promising that there was any significant headgear, so we're gonna chalk that up to lambs and ewes, and hopefully, weather permitting, tomorrow we can do some more glassing and turn up some rams. See you tomorrow. Right at camp. Awesome. I'm excited that we get to move camp a little deeper, and I think it's going to be a good move. I think we'll be right close to where the sheep are, and we'll have a lot more to glass. Just having some lunch. Finally looking at some new country. Just haven't seen any sheep down in here yet, but we had some run by camp this morning. More ewes and lambs. We have seen, I don't know, half a dozen goats today, but lots to look at.
Get closer?
I
don't really know how we can.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but we just glassed up 6 rams, and one actually looks pretty promising. He's kind of in the shade, so it's tough to tell if he hooks up and comes full curl, but he's fairly heavy. He's got a bit of a younger looking body on him though, but he's the biggest of the group. He's the lead ram for sure. He's bossing everybody around, so we'll watch him and see if he gets into some better lighting. But there's a lot of heat waves right now, and we're not seeing any rings or anything like that. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Finally found some rams, and one that might have a chance of being legal. So, get back to the glass and. Well, August 1st, it's the opener. We're glassing. It's about 5:45. Sun is just coming up over the horizon. We got up at about 4:30, had some breakfast, and we've already spotted one ram, a small one, probably one that we saw yesterday. When the sun comes out, it sure is glorious. Probably should. Just kind of getting a bit of sun between the storms. There's probably more dark skies coming, but we did just find a ram. I saw it this morning in the same spot. It looks like it might have a broken left side, and he's kind of has like a really tight curl on the right. It's a weird looking ram, but we haven't got a good look at him. But we're probably gonna head back towards the tent to take shelter this afternoon. It's supposed to be a bit wet. Holy smokes. So we finally made it out of the tent. Been in there for hours. It's been pouring, and now the sky is pretty nice that way. A little bit dark over there, but that's past us now. So we're just having a bite. A little recap of our morning. We saw like a dozen rams. Yeah, none of the rams were over 7. Now it's time to have a quick bag of house, and then we'll do some glassing. So the morning of August 2nd, and we were up at 4 glassing. It's probably getting close to 5 now, and sun is just about to come up. We haven't seen any sheep running any ridges yet or anything like that, but I just spotted 2 way back in this back basin on a hillside, and the lighting's not very good, so I can't really get zoomed in and see much, but I'm thinking I can already see some horns on one of them. So I'm kind of trying not to get excited here, because if I can see horns right now, that's going to be probably a pretty big ram. But time will tell. As soon as the sun comes up, I should be able to see. Well, pushing through to go get closer to those rams. More thunder ahead, but pretty cool scenery. Drop down that through the bottom and up to here, and now it's more of a straight shot towards those rams. Still a lot to work, but that was the worst of it. But pretty phenomenal camp spot right here, and more thunder. Wet. Pretty wet. So a little update on today's events. We relocated, came off the high point that we were glassing from down into a valley to get closer to these rams, and on closer inspection, pretty sure 2 of the 3 that we're looking at closely today are legal. So we're gonna see where they end up in the morning. We're in a pretty good position to just zip over there and hopefully shoot one. And yeah, so we're not really sure what we're gonna do tomorrow. It's totally dependent on where they are in the morning. So we'll be up 4 a.m. waiting for them and making a play. So hopefully tomorrow's the day. And surprise, surprise, it's pouring rain again. So this is us going to bed on August 2nd. Sun is now coming up. We did see like the really weird heavy ram over there. He's actually down low in a really approachable spot, I think. So we are going to head over there regardless. We wanted to push further back, but no sign of the ram that we've been watching the last couple days that we really like, the one that's like tipped out and wide. So that's where we're at right now, just packing up camp. We're going to move again. Looks like we've got a weather window. I don't think the forecast is very good for today, so we gotta make it count.
He might even be broomed on that side, hey?
I don't know what's going on with him. Very unique ram. Pot belly. I don't really see much of a sway back, but he's just like thick.
His shoulders are so high though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just an old ram, man.
I want to see his goofy side again. I guess they're both goofy. This one, I don't think we couldn't make him legal on curl, but he's 8 or 9, we think. Just gonna take some video, which really helps with kind of breaking it down. But he's a gorgeous ram. It's gonna be very hard to catch him slipping up in a position that we might be able to get him. So we made the decision to pack up camp. Came all the way over here from up there, and we're in a new area back here. It's beautiful. We've got light packs and we're going after that ram. He's up on top of the mountain, so it's gonna be tough to get up there, but hopefully he sticks around. This could be it. Well, we made it up here and we're like right where we want to be, and those sheep have moved, so we're just gonna hang out as long as the weather's okay, and hopefully those rams show up again. Hopefully. So we're still up here waiting for those rams to hopefully show themselves, and we did just see a ram down below bedded, but it's like a 5-year-old, and then there's another 5-year-old at the end of the ridge. We're pretty pumped to see this ram because yesterday he was hanging out with the 2 rams, the one that's legal, we think, and the other one that's probably a 7-year-old. So hopefully they're bedded down below him. He's got a really white face. He's really recognizable. Here they come. So I've had a good 15 minutes or so to pick this ram apart and make absolutely certain that he's legal. He's a beautiful ram. I'm 100% sure that he's 8 years old. And I'm just gonna take my time, get set up here. It's gonna be a very steep downhill shot and I need to get really steady, but I'm locked in. Okay, they're up on their feet. Let's get ready. Okay, Kory, I'm feeling pretty steady here.
Drilled him. Drilled him. He's down. He's down. That's a dead ram.
Well, I'm in a little bit of shock right now. We just watched that ram for quite a while. Made double, triple, quadruple sure. 'Cause he's not full curl, but he's 8 for sure. That was like one of the most stressful things ever, but what a like flood of emotion after. And like, look where we are. It's insane. For those who long for adventure, a journey like this is truly a gift. Memories of the journey cascade through my mind as well as the words of an old sheep hunter. The first ram you kill will be born the year that you start sheep hunting. As the years go by, these firsts seem to come around less often. The firsts that evade us, the ones that make us work and make us wait. These are the firsts that we chase. Dang, what a beautiful ram. 8 years of anticipation. 8 years to get to this moment. 8 years. The life of a ram. We just got down to the bottom. What a beautiful ram. And this is just insane. We made the shot from up on the skyline. It was about 400 yards. To have it all come together finally is just, I wouldn't change a thing. This means more to me than anything that's happened in hunting. So, pretty amazing moment.
Bad men turn good women wrong and make bastards out of their sons and fools of themselves. They're only judged by God and the fruits that they've dropped and left there to rot. All the weeds that they grew are never ending.
Now the work starts. Never a dull moment out here. We gotta go up. We're loading. We got lots of weather and lots of blue skies, so I don't know what we're gonna get next. But she's loaded. Kory's already on his way up. Storms are just rolling in and out, and then blue skies. We got another storm coming. So, keeping the rain jacket ready. So we're about an hour and a half maybe into this hike, trying to get back to where we shot from, and not much further to go. Then we got to go down the mountain on the other side, which is similar distance down to this, and then grab the rest of our gear, load it on, and go make camp somewhere. And then early tomorrow morning, we're going to start pushing our way out of here. We've got, I don't know if we can do it in a day. It'll either be a day, like a full day, or break it up into 2 days. But we still had a few days left to hunt, so it's nice having a bit of flexibility and not having to try to hike this late into the night tonight and then get it all out tomorrow. We've got some flexibility, so. And it's heavy. It's going to just get so much heavier once we get our camp gear, but you will not hear either of us complain one bit. This is exactly what we came here for. Just about at the summit here. Oh my God. Hiking back up, that was just brutal and just so steep. But we're at the top now and headed down valley. We only brought I brought 750 mils up here, and we came up here at like 11. It's 7 p.m. or so. So I'm parched. I need some water. Well, we made it off the mountain, got water. We both chugged like a liter right off the hop, got back in the game, and we managed to push with all of our camp and the ram up onto this little plateau, which was like another, I don't know, hour and a half maybe, once we got back to our gear that we had stashed at the bottom of the mountain. And of course, as soon as we were setting up the tent, it started an absolutely torrential downpour, thunder, lightning, which we're pretty used to, but I don't know, can't dampen our spirits, I guess. We get a ram, we get to hike out, and all is good. Well, we're finally packed up this morning. It's been super windy and rainy, but we are loaded, both with very heavy packs, and we're gonna try to get out of here today. This is the pack out we've been looking forward to for a long time. Working our way to the top. Just came from down that way. It's been pouring rain on us, it just kind of let up finally, but this is legitimately the hardest, worst part of the pack out, so it's gonna be a little easier walking once we get to the top of this, and hopefully we can cruise out by nightfall to the truck. We should have time to do it. Made it to the summit, and the winds were like threatening to blow you off this frickin' mountain. So happy to be done climbing. Well, we're on the final leg of the pack out. Hopefully we can be at the truck in under 4 hours. We don't really know how long it's going to take. We've got rain jackets on. We've been wearing them since we started this morning, whatever it was, 7 hours ago. So still a couple hours left, but it'll feel really nice to be back at the truck, that's for sure. Loving it. Well, pack out's over. We made it all the way out in one day, just before dark here. And I've never been so exhausted in my life. After the whole ordeal yesterday with moving all our gear up valley, dumping some gear, making a huge climb to go after that ram, and then he died on the other side of that steep ridge, and we had to go down there, get him, and then get down that mountain, relocate camp, and then today to hike all the way out. I don't know how many kilometers that was, but I think over 20. We haven't looked it up yet, but I'm so happy it's done, and it makes it so worth it. Looking over at something like that, that's what we came for. This pain is worth it. A little bit of motel sheep cooking going on. Got a tenderloin, a couple little pacer chunks, and the heart. So we're gonna see how that all goes down, matched up with some pasta. Should be awesome. A little bit of sheep heart, eyes, a little bit of tenderloin. It's honestly the best meat I think I've ever tried in my life. Awesome.
I was lost in the silence, shadows all